Hi, this is Joe Mantegna, and you're watching the Dominic Natty Show. How's
Oh,
that?
there will be another season. There's going to be another season of Criminal
Criminal
Minds.
Minds?
Yeah,
I start in 8 days.
eight, 8 days.
8 days. 8 days from now, I will be David Rossi once
Okay.
again. I mean, I'll be putting on the costume, putting on the whatever, the minimal amount of makeup. And yes, we'll be starting season 18. It's a done deal. We're going to do it. It's been 17 years now and counting. We're doing season 18. We'll see where it goes after that. Uh, I may turn out to be the oldest guy in the FBI, but I'm doing my best. They still got me chasing guys and punching guys, and I'm game. I'm up for it. You know what I mean? It's forced me to kind of keep myself together, which is great.
You're never going to walk as long as they get renewed. You're available. You're
I'm
never.
there. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
How much consultation do you have with actual FBI agents being involved with the script and direction? Like, how,
Right.
how much is that on set?
Well, it's constant. I mean, we've always had a representative of the FBI connected with us from the very first day. I mean, even before I joined it, I'm talking about from the inception of the show. But from that point to right now, we have members of the FBI who are, they're, one in particular has been part of the staff from day one and still is. So I mean, besides having input as sometimes as a writer, but certainly always as a technical advisor, and we've always had the capability to do as much research as we wanted to. I've been personally been to Quantico, I think at least 3 times. The real FBI, in a way, I think have always shown us a great degree of affection might be the wrong word, but respect and acceptance in the fact that they feel we're doing right by them. In other words, we're not a soap opera. We're basically in a creative and a theatrical and an entertaining way, kind of show what these men and women do with this organization.
Have you been following this boxing? Like, did uh, this transgender boxer or whatever, like whatever, like have you
Well,
followed
yeah,
that at all?
I mean, I saw that. I mean, well, first of all, if look, if this person was born a woman, then she's a woman. I mean, my feeling is about that. And I guess I think if that's a fact, that's a fact. I think, of course, if somebody is, yeah, you can't change your gender. I mean, I don't think you can take somebody who was born, let's say, as a man with all the equipment a man has, and then due to scientific intervention, they now uh, you know, have themselves being. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. My feeling is, but no, that you can't compete, in that category. But you can't start crossing the line in terms of, I think, especially in terms of physical, boxing with each other or something like that. I mean, no, I'm not quite sure about that, but somebody would have to show me, you know, otherwise. But I think it's pretty clear that somebody's born as a man or somebody's born as a woman. And I know there's always going to be instances where things get mixed up. I mean, chromosomes get, testosterone is here or estrogen is here, or this, that. So somebody maybe are trapped in a body that they don't belong in, that may be. But look, I mean, let me use Bruce Jenner as an example. I grew up with Bruce Jenner won the decathlon. He was the most incredible athlete on the planet that year of the Olympics. He won the decathlon. That man now has now gone through that change, and because obviously he was being probably tormented for most of his life because he felt, and because obvious issues that were going on in terms of his chromosomes in his body, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't know the scientific terms, but he needed to do what he needed to do to change his gender, and I get that, and that's he's entitled to do that, and if that's found, and if that's what ultimately freed him and made him happy, that's great. But that didn't prevent him from winning the decathlon as a man, back
Right.
then. So I think that kind of in itself kind of shows you. From what I hear, he's the first one to be the one to say, absolutely not. Uh, you know, should there have been like, it would have been like saying back then he could have just said, well, no, wait a minute, really inside I'm a woman, so I'm gonna do the woman's decathlon instead. No, that you know what I mean. So I mean, I think that ultimately becomes the issue.
So you think like whatever you're born as, that's what you should compete as,
Well,
right?
I think if yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to get into the particulars of it because I don't want to sound stupid because maybe I know enough about it. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think that issue, I think it's already pretty much kind of cut and dry on that now. That,
Yeah.
that but some people I think are trying to say, well, no, that person looks like a, you know, she looks like a man and this and that and the other. No, there's a lot of I understand there's some very kind of mannish women out there, and just like many men, some men out there who have a feminine side to them. But at the end of the day, if you're talking about physical competition, then you got to kind of got to be this or it's got to be
That's
that. I think.
true. We're Italian. Some of our women have mustaches. You know what I
There
mean?
you go. There you go. Can't hold that against them.